Okay, let's look at this. Now, how do we create a flash running effect like this? Let's start. We'll begin with going to excel.com. Now you see there's a menu at the top which lets you do a lot of stuff. Image, videos, audio, MCPs, collab, all of that. We would go with images at the start. Click on images, and then you would need a picture of you like this. It can be a screenshot, it could be a picture. It just has to show your face real clearly. Once you have that, you upload that into the image section. So upload your image like this, and then provide a prompt like this. This is basically we are telling the AI exactly the kind of look we want in the start frame where the video would begin. What we need to make sure is most of these models, the mainstream models that are really powerful, like Nano Banana 2 or GPT 2.0, they are very sensitive to copyright. So we want to make sure that we don't include copyrighted elements like the red suit that Flash wears or the exact Flash logo or even the name Flash. So when you provide a prompt like this, by the way, I will put this prompt in the description. You want to make sure that you don't include those copyrighted elements. Otherwise, it would simply not give you any response. Once you have a prompt like this, you select GPT 2.0. I find that this is really good when you want facial consistency and something cinematic. Nano Banana used to be able to do that, but they've kind of nerfed it. So we're going with GPT 2.0. Mid quality is fine. We can go with 1K, 2K, even 4K. For this sample, I'm just keeping it at 1K. And then you can select your aspect ratio here. Click on generate. In a few minutes, you should have something like this. Now this looks good. It has my face in it. I like the outfit. I like the electricity cracking around him. The pose is nice. Now, now that I have my first frame, we'll go to the video section and we would select CDance 2.0 as the video model. Now we're selecting CDance for a few reasons. We want a model that can do multi shots. So if you want close-ups, if you want POV shots, all of that, and you don't want to do it in 10 different videos, CDance is probably the model you want to go with. CDance is also really good at cinematic sort of videos, which is what we're trying to create, and it handles facial consistency really well as long as you provide a video reference, which we are going to do. So once you select the model, you want to provide it a video reference. It could be a video where you're talking, where you're not talking, it just has to see your face.
Hi, my name is Karan. I'm frustrated.
Something like that. I provided an 8-second video of me talking. It'll use it to make sure that my face looks consistent throughout the video. Oops. And then we need to provide a first frame. So you click on the plus icon and you add in your first frame, which we've already added here. When you add it, it will usually default to as reference. So you want to make sure that you, once you upload it, you click on these three dots and you change it to start frame. So now this is where the video would begin. And then you want to put it this prompt. You can customize this prompt as much as you want. It's just telling it exactly how the video would begin, how he would explode forward like a speedster, how the camera would follow him, etc., etc. One recommendation I would want to give is CDance gets confused when you put too many details in a single prompt. So if you want your character to do 2-3 things in a video, it's pretty well it can do that. But if you add in 10 tasks in the same prompt, it'll probably try to do all of that, and not the result will be pretty average. So with that said, give it a prompt like this. I'll add this in the description. Select the model as CDance, choose your duration. I'm keeping it 12 seconds here. When you have a first frame, it'll auto select the aspect ratio, so it's locked right now, but generally if you don't select the first frame, it lets you select the aspect ratio, and then you select the quality you want and you hit generate. You would probably have to generate a few iterations because throughout the video you wouldn't like all the shots and you want to have variation. So for example, it starts a little late, and when it does, it's pretty straightforward with you. The end is not nice because he goes back for some reason. So I generated another iteration. So he got coffee in his hand suddenly, which we don't want. We don't want a jump shot, but the end shot is pretty cool, so we'll use that. Once you have these shots ready, you just download them. We'll take them to an editing timeline. I use DaVinci Resolve, and we would just use the shots that we like from both of these videos. You can create as many videos as you want, by the way, depending on how many credits do we want to spend. Once we take the best parts from both video and join them in a way that they flow naturally, the only thing left here is, if you notice, we also have a logo here. It's pretty cool right here. I created that in After Effects. For the logo, I had just simply taken a reference photo from the main Flash series, and I took it to Higgsfield, changed the text to Karan, and I asked that make sure that the background is transparent. So something like this. And once we have this, we can just go to After Effects and animate it. I usually go to Envato, pick up a nice template that we like, and just animate it using that. It looks kind of like this. If you see it in slow motion, it looks pretty cool, and then you just run with it. So okay, have fun creating.